Imagine a world where certainty is the currency of fools, where love is the antidote to loneliness, and where the courage to doubt is the highest form of intelligence. This was the world of Bertrand Russell. Born in 1872 in Trellick, Wales, the Nobel Prize-winning philosopher whose groundbreaking works like Principia Mathematica and A History of Western Philosophy reshaped modern thought. He was a man who wielded logic like a scalpel, dissecting the absurdities of human belief with wit and uncompromising reason. In an age of world wars and ideological fanaticism, Russell stood as a beacon of clear thinking. He dared to ask the dangerous questions others avoided. Today, we explore the timeless wisdom of a philosopher who showed us how to live with uncertainty in a world desperate for absolutes. Russell's razor-sharp insight into human nature cuts to the heart of our modern predicament. The whole problem with the world is that fools and fanatics are always so certain of themselves, and wiser people so full of doubts. This paradox explains so much of our troubled history. As he wryly noted, most people would sooner die than think. In fact, they do so. Yet Russell wasn't cynical. He was clear-eyed. His remedy: in all affairs, it's a healthy thing now and then to hang a question mark on the things you have long taken for granted. For all his intellectual rigor, Russell understood that the good life requires more than reason alone. His famous triad of passions reveals a surprising depth. 3 passions have governed my life: the longing for love, the search for knowledge, and unbearable pity for the suffering of mankind. He saw love as our salvation from isolation. Love is something far more than desire for sexual intercourse. It is the principal means of escape from the loneliness which afflicts most men and women. Yet his recipe for happiness was characteristically unsentimental. The secret of happiness is to face the fact that the world is horrible, 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 and to recognize that we can still find meaning amidst the chaos. Russell reserved his fiercest criticism for unchallenged beliefs. With surgical precision, he observed, "The opinions that are held with passion are always those for which no good ground exists. Indeed, the passion is the measure of the holder's lack of rational conviction." His skepticism extended to institutions of power. The fundamental concept in social science is power, in the same sense in which energy is the fundamental concept in physics. And to nationalism, patriots always talk of dying for their country, but never of killing for their country. Russell's philosophy offers a blueprint for intellectual integrity. Not to be absolutely certain is, I think, one of the essential things in rationality. He championed the examined life. To teach how to live without certainty, and yet without being paralyzed by hesitation, is perhaps the chief thing that philosophy can do. Even his approach to time was revolutionary. The time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. Russell saw through the illusions of consumerism. It is preoccupation with possessions, more than anything else, that prevents us from living freely and nobly. His vision extended beyond his lifetime. One must care about a world one will never see. And he offered this surprising key to family happiness. The most important thing a father can do for his children is to love their mother. Today, as we face new fanaticisms and the same old human follies, Russell's voice rings with prophetic clarity. He reminds us that the good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge. His legacy is an invitation to doubt courageously, to love deeply, and to think clearly even when the world loses its mind. As he showed us through his extraordinary life, to be without some of the things you want is an indispensable part of happiness. The choice is ours. Will we cling to comforting certainties or embrace Russell's challenging wisdom? The future may depend on our answer. I'm grateful for the moments shared in discourse. May our paths cross again in the fullness of time.